Hello everyone, I Jyoti Agarwal welcome you to Vidya Jyoti Basics of Biology. So in the last class we were studying about our first life process, that is nutrition. So today we will see the various steps in this process and nutrition in amoeba. So various processes in nutrition are: first, ingestion. Ingestion means intake of food from outside to inside the body. I am just writing one word so that you can easily remember this. So any organism who takes in the holozoic type of food, that means the solid food, that organism takes in the solid food from outside to inside of the body, that is called ingestion. And after ingestion, what happens? Its body breaks the food down into simpler or smaller molecules. So that process is called digestion. Digestion means breakdown of food into smaller pieces. After breaking down the food, the smaller, the simpler pieces, they are being absorbed by the organism. So the food is absorbed by the organism. So absorption word is clear in itself. No word is required for it. After absorption, what happens? After absorption, the absorbed food, it is used to derive energy for the organism. That process is called assimilation. Assimilation means the absorbed food used to make energy. After the absorption of useful material, some waste material is left. That waste material is harmful for the body and it has to be ingested out of the body. So that process is called ingestion. Ingestion means removing the waste from the body. Now let's see how this process of nutrition, it takes place in amoeba. But before that, let's understand what is amoeba exactly. So it is a eukaryotic cell. You know what is a eukaryotic cell? It's a cell which has proper well-bound genetic material. Plus all the organelles in the cell are also well bound. So it is eukaryotic and its body consists of only one cell. So it is unicellular. Second, its habitat is mainly aquatic. It can be found in ponds, lakes, streams, basically all the aquatic habitats. Third important point for it is, it takes in holozoic type of nutrition. So the type of nutrition is holozoic for it. Holozoic means it takes in the solid food material and then break down the food in its body. Next सबसे important point is that amoeba does not have any fixed shape. It does not have any fixed shape. It looks something like this. That means it does not have any fixed shape. So, let me just label a few things in amoeba which we'll use to explain nutrition in amoeba. First is, these are pseudopodia, means false feet, or we can say the finger-like projections. Why do we call it false feet? Because it's the body part of amoeba, but it also helps in locomotion of amoeba. That is why it is called false feet. Next, it also contains a food vacuole. This is the place where the holozoic food it takes in, it gets digested. After digestion, absorption takes place, then assimilation, and then the waste product that is generated, this waste product is collected in contractile vacuole, which is then ingested out. Now let's see the whole process of nutrition in amoeba in detail. So this is amoeba. This is the food material. It moves towards the food material and forms this kind of structure around the food material. These are the finger-like projections. We call it as pseudopodia. After that, what happens? It engulfs this food. It engulfs this food. Now, this becomes the food vacuole. Digestion will take place here. If I name it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one ingestion. After that, what will happen? This food that it has taken in, it will digest. That means it will get broken down into smaller pieces. After digestion, what will happen? The food will absorb and assimilate. So this is second. After this, the food will absorb and assimilate. It will be absorbed and then it will give energy to the organism. After that, what happens? Here is the contractile vacuole. The food, this is point third and fourth together. After that, the waste material will be collected in the contractile vacuole and then it will be ingested out. It will be ingested out by the amoeba. So this one is fifth step. So this is the food material. Amoeba will go towards this food material by using its finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet. After this, amoeba will engulf this food. That means it will take in this food. We call it as ingestion. After this, the food will get digested. It will break down into smaller pieces. We call it as digestion. After that, it will be absorbed by the amoeba's body and assimilated. That means it will be used by amoeba for the energy. Energy will help the amoeba in growing its size. So, the waste material that will be produced, it will accumulate in the contractile vacuole and after that, amoeba will ingest out the waste material. So this was nutrition in amoeba.